What up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I'm your host, A.D. Walker, the pusher, to grow, the motivator. I appreciate you guys for rocking and being with us here this morning. I got the Superman curl happening right there. So make sure you are sharing. Sharing is caring. Make sure you're tagging other people in this business. Business. All right. So let's see. Blessings, Lisa. Thank you for sharing. Let's today. Uh, we're going to have a great conversation. Again, make sure you share. Make sure you tag. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. I appreciate you guys for always supporting and being here and being a part of all that we do. Again, the first thing I need you to do is share. The second thing is tag. The third thing is, if you're not part of the text community, text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576 and never miss a broadcast. The third thing I need you to do is to download the Discord app, Discord, Discord. Today is Make It Happen Hump Day Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry. Kathy says last day of school Wednesday. That was Friday. we are now in the holiday of summer for these kids, these childrens. So make sure you join our text community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576, as well as download the Discord app. We will be opening up our Brothers of Legacy community. Of course, there's going to be a general section for everybody, and then a specific section for my brothers, to have our brotherhood conversations. Let's just say it that way. So make sure you are downloading the Discord app. Download the Discord app. So do that. Yeah, I'm doing it in parts. And then I'm going to put the link out there tomorrow. I'm going to challenge myself just to have it ready. It's a lot. There's so much you can do with it. And I'm learning it. I'm like, yeah, there's just so much. So you'll be in my learning process, but I got the basics of how to make it happen. All right. So make sure you do that. And I look forward to seeing you over there in the community. All right. So today, this topic was introduced to me because I always put it out there for suggestions by my brother, like no other, Mr. Kaneem. What's that say? Front, back, and maybe sideways. It's long. I gotta click on it to see it. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna be talking about, do you have a side hustle or a legitimate business? So this is our conversation today. Make sure you share and let yourself get other people to chime in. I look forward to digging into this conversation. Again, I appreciate you guys for being here, always supporting, always being a part of what the brothers are doing. So I don't take you guys for granted. I definitely appreciate you. Have one of the mornings where you're looking sideways and watching other lanes. You're just like, I'm where I'm at, and I love it. All right. So we look forward to having this wonderful conversation. Again, make sure you are sharing. And if you're in the LinkedIn space, I can't see you really coming in all the numbers, but you can definitely share as well. You know how to do that. Either like it or just hit the send and say you need to check these brothers out. Share it to your page, and we're going to dig into this. All right. Without further ado, what's today? Today's Wednesday. It's just Wednesday. All right. So hang tight. We'll be right back after this very, very quick intro, and see if I can move fast. And let's get busy. Remember? No. Take it back to the 90s. Arsenio Hall. All right. Hold on. I got a comment. All right. Hey, Mama Corey. All right. Let's go.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Boom. Good morning.
Good morning.
everything going, my brother?
Oh man, pretty good. How about you, sir?
Man, I'm fantastic. No, I'm sorry. I'm outstanding. Outstanding.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Nice.
So today we just a topic you brought up with some other ones we're gonna definitely get into either this week or next week. Do you have a side hustle or a legitimate business? Is it just a side hustle, or and the the way he originally wrote it was a recognized hustle? I guess one of the things you said, like those things that you're known for.
Yes.
But it may not necessarily be a legitimate business. Is there? And let me ask this then: does it matter? I know some things do, because some things you want someone to be bonded, you want them to have license, you want to have some insurance, because things go wrong. It's like, I can't trust you in this my whole all electricity in my house, and you're not bonded or licensed or insured, you know, like, so if you go do something wrong, I need to be covered, you know. But when it comes to certain things like working on your car, right? Does it have to be somebody that has a legitimate business per se, or just someone that knows how to work on cars because of experience? You know, they've worked on several types. And for the most part, other than like foreign and domestic, you know, pretty much most domestic cars are kind of built the same, you know, like little tweaks here and there, but they all have like the same stuff. I know foreign cars can get a little crazy, but domestic cars are pretty much like built the same, you know. So would you trust a side hustle with your repairing of your car? I mean, and that, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean that was a good example. Yes, I would.
All right.
I would trust somebody who just has experience with repairing cars. They're not ASE certified. They didn't have any formal training. You know what I'm saying? But they know what they know. You know what I'm saying? Let me flip one to you, brother.
Okay. All right.
You hungry and you see somebody cooking barbecue on the side of the street in the gas station parking lot. And they got, I
know, let's go. This, especially here in Georgia. I don't know about wherever you guys are at, especially here in Georgia, but this is real. We see a lot of this. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they got the grill smoking, and they got a lot of people lined up, but
right,
you don't see no food inspection sheet up there with a scorecard.
Right.
You don't know if they have any formal trading and serving the public any type of edibles.
Right.
Would you go there and get you something to eat?
Whew. All right. So what I'll say to that. Well,
let me ask you this. Before you answer that question.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Oh, have I ever? And let's put it totally 100. It's like, I don't know him. I don't know somebody that know him. This is just Joe Schmo and Mrs. Joe Schmo, you know, just to make it look good. They're on the side of the road with the grill out, you know, they got the whole setup, but it's not like an official restaurant. Like there's no license involved.
Yes.
And
they're consistent at that location.
Okay,
that's
right. They consistent. That matters. That matters. Because they just got there. It's like, I don't know where you came from. No, but I've never done that. I've never done that.
Well, let me throw my bone. I have.
Okay.
But go
ahead. It's hard. Even with a line, I might pause, of course. I was like, man, it's a lot of folks lining up for this. And the only reason I'll say now, back in the day, I might have been like, there must be something to this because everybody's waiting on this joke, you know. But now I've seen lines. I've stood in legitimate spaces and been like, this was not worth the 30 minutes wait on this line. You know, like I was like, this wasn't even like that amazing. Like I was like, I don't know how they market this. Maybe most of these folks aren't really paying, you know, like I don't know. Like, but yeah, it wasn't worth it. I haven't, and especially now, like I haven't had any food that has really, really wowed me buying even legitimate spots. I would if they were making something like a meat that I eat, you know, because I can't do something I've never tried before, especially from an illegitimate spot. Like I ain't never had that meat before. I'm not messing with it on the side of the road because then that may not really be that. So, but like if they were making something different, you know, like taking chicken and just doing something with it, I'm like, oh, you know, that's interesting. I might try it. You know, I don't know if my wife has made it here, but I mean, I know she's like incredibly picky about food. Oh, there she go. I don't think she may not do it. She may not. Yeah. She said you would eat it. I mean, like, yeah. Hey, Sue. I have. Hey, Deborah. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Like it would depend. Like it. Yeah. Side because I've seen because like I said here in Georgia I've seen a lot of those spots. They got the grill out. She said, "Nah, I'm good." A lot of those spots with the grill out. Yeah, I've seen a lot in Atlanta too. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like I struggle sometimes even with legitimate spots. So side of the road. Nah, food trucks. Food truck. I think I'm more apt to go like because it looks legitimate. You know, like because let's keep it 100. You can still be a food truck and not really have all your licenses up to par. Like no one's really like, can I see what's on? You got your business stuff on the wall, and it's you know like you kind of looking like, what's on the menu? Oh, that looks good. You know, maybe a food truck. I'm more apt to try. Side of the road grill. I don't know. It seems so janky. I think that's the jankiness of that one.
Well, it kind of is, man. I mean, that's like you see them cats. Let's say, for instance, you see the Nation selling bean pies and fruit.
Right.
Do you? Is it?
Right.
I've never done it.
Bean pie, my brother. They seem so educated. Bean pie, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, and that's a legitimate. Well, I ain't gonna say that. It's a legitimate organization.
Yes, it is legitimate organization.
But is that really a hustle, or is that a legitimate? Is that part of their business structure?
I think to get people in. I think it had, you know, being part of other organizations. I think at one point certain selling points got attention. You know, it worked, but I think now, you know, like I think because of there might have been like a what they called it, food insecurity, more or less when they started. So like, hey, bean pie, some fruit. Oh man, I take that. And then they sit down and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you struggling to eat, someone's like, hey, I got a box of chicken. Hey, I'll eat. I'll listen. You know, like,
I'll listen. And I agree with you on that. But wasn't that free at one time?
Oh, right. You're right. Because you got to buy them bean pies. You're right. It's a fundraiser. You're right. The bean pies aren't free.
Because you got the paper with it. You got you feel what I'm saying? So is that a real hustle for the individual who is with the nation? Right. Or is that actually something the nation is sponsoring?
I think it's a nation. I'm pretty certain it's a nation sanctioned thing. Because bean pies I've never seen come from anywhere else. I've never really had one, but the only people I've ever seen serving bean pies are pretty much was the Nation of Islam. Not even like random spots that were owned by Muslims. I've only seen it served or offered by the Nation of Islam. So
I've seen it on the menu at a few
okay,
places,
okay.
but I mean, I and they actually decent. They're not bad.
Okay. It's I think the name just I don't know. It's just
When
throwing me off.
you think bean pie, you think
Okay. So Mama Corey approves it. She said bean pies are delicious.
yeah, they are. They actually decent. I will say. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Pastor? Good morning. Good morning.
You muted, brother.
There you go.
What's
Good
up?
morning.
All right.
So yeah. Okay, so let's throw that to Pastor. Throw your question to Pastor about the food.
Well, we already went through several examples of what I think would be side hustles,
Right.
and would you actually be a patron of these side hustles? So, AD brought up being a mechanic. You're not ASE certified, you're not formally trained, but you know you have experience in fixing cars. And I brought up the Nation of Islam, and you see the gentleman standing in the street selling bean pies and fruit. And I also brought up the guy or woman that you see at the gas station with the grill, smoke coming out with the line by selling barbecue and potato salad and all that. Now, out of all these three, none of them are legitimate businesses, but they are side hustles. Would you be a patron of any of these people at any time, or have you been? Because I asked him, has he done it in the past? But the question was, would you do it in the future?
Right.
I have no issues with supplemental income, aka side hustle.
Okay.
There are people who work full-time jobs and decide they want to go drive for Uber after they get off their 9 to 5. It's a side hustle. It's a supplement to your primary source of income. A side hustle is any way that you can supplement your primary source of income. If it's not your main job to earn a living, but you're still earning money to do it that contribute, it's a side hustle.
Okay.
Bean pies with the Nation, that's not a side hustle. That's a fundraiser. They're raising money for the nation.
We talked about that.
So I don't consider that a side hustle at all. It doesn't qualify.
I got you. But would you do
mechanic,
the
auto mechanic?
Yeah.
If that's all you do, how can that be a side hustle?
Okay.
If that's all you do, if all I do is work on cars,
right,
but I'm not ASE certified, but that's the only way that I make money, that's not a side hustle. That is my hustle.
Okay. I got you.
So you
have no problem with using.
He has a recognized hustle.
Yeah, I have no issue with side hustles.
Okay.
Zero. Because I'm a believer in diversification.
I'm with you. I'm 100%. The question is, okay, so we cool with the car. Do you have you had a bean pie before?
Yes.
Like them? Delicious?
I don't like the texture of that type of dessert. My son absolutely loved bean pies when we lived in LA. I mean, anytime, and my mom, she loved. I think she bought more for him than she did for herself. But there was a place in LA called Simply Wholesome.
Okay, an actual spot. Okay,
there was a spot where you go get the bean pie. Yeah, wow. Simply Wholesome. Now you can get it from the Nation anywhere in LA. You know, on the street.
Yeah.
But if my mom went to Simply Wholesome, she brought a bean pie home. I didn't eat them.
Interesting. Okay.
But Brian Jr. tore them up.
What about the barbecue on the side? Like I know in Atlanta, there's a lot of those kind of spots. Not a food truck. We're talking about the barbecue. I mean, food truck could be the same, but with the grills on the side. How do you feel about that?
I have stopped off. I have stopped by many a time on my way home and got a plate.
Nice. Nice.
I got a couple of them right up the street from me. One that always set up across the street from the gas station,
Right.
and then there's one further down next to a church. And I've had both, and we'll go back and get it again if the mood hits me. I'll have no issue with it. As long as the food is good, I'm good.
I said the same thing. I have done it in the past. AD say he might be a little hesitant.
Yeah, I'm a little hesitant.
That's cool. I mean, you know, when I see people consistent, like before I went and got the barbecue,
Right.
I noticed how long and how consistently they were out there,
Right.
and they constantly had traffic. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe they got something over. Let me go see. So I went and I looked.
Right.
And what I did was I went over there, I looked at what they were cooking, how they were cooking, and I thought about it. And I said, hey, if you're still here when I come back, I get a plate.
Right.
So I drove away, thought about it, came back, stopped, got a plate. Like, oh, that's good. Now I know these people right here can make the barbecue chicken.
Right here.
That's what happened.
Right here, these folks.
Yeah, these people right over here. Yeah.
Right.
Do what you got to do, man. The scripture tells us that the most successful and powerful cities in scripture are the cities that had multiple waterways. In other words, they had diverse routes for revenue draw.
Definitely.
You got to have more than one.
100%. I mean, I didn't want to have, this wasn't about the tearing down of anybody's side hustle or business.
No,
whatever you got to do. We just was kind of just patronizing of certain side hustles. Like, are there like certain things that, and when we say, so as clarity, and you're right.
I don't want you washing my windows at a stoplight.
Come on, son. Not the squeegee. Come on. How you going?
Your towel is dirtier than my window.
That's the original side hustle right there, man. Like, jump on your car. I got you.
Yeah. If it's not a full service gas station, don't ask me if you can pump my gas for me.
Come on, son. You ain't got to get out the car. Go on, give me that card. I got you. How much we doing? How much we doing, Chief? How much we doing? He said, "Oh, hold on." He said, "Right, make your money. I'm just a picky eater."
That's
right,
different.
Indeed.
That's different, and
Indeed.
I can respect that.
Indeed.
Being a picky eater, because I'm a picky eater too. I really am, but I am former military also.
So you got that lead stomach. You got that. You kind of
If I'm hungry. My mother used to say a monkey will eat pepper if it's hungry. I don't know what that means. I guess monkeys don't like pepper, but that's what she used to say all the time. A monkey will eat pepper when he's hungry. She proved the point. My brother, my youngest brother, sat at the table with 6 green beans on his plate. It took 6 cups of water to eat 6 green beans because he hated vegetables. But he ate them. I don't know if mom remembers that.
Oh man, kids. Oh, all right. So today we're talking about side hustles and legitimate businesses. Let me ask you. So, what are there things that are a side hustle? She said, "I remember." She said, like, it's crazy because I probably remember something like that too. Are there no-goes? Are there certain businesses like you would need more credentials? You know, like what would you say you're most picky about when it comes to dealing with somebody, a service or a business, someone that needs a reputation? Like, I need someone to co-sign. I need at least a person to co-sign on you. You know, if you've seen them for the first time, they're offering you this product or this service, and you like, they ain't got no reviews. No, none of us know them. Like, just, you know, like what would give you pause? You know, and before you guys kind of answer, I always think about, like, you know, now even in 2022, they still have people that do door-to-door sales. Like generally, it's mostly like either roofing service or cell phone service. I think not cell phone, cable service. I've seen AT&T come by. They came by once. Comcast. They got these reps, probably like third parties. they reps. I don't know. I'm always leery sometimes. Like, because you're gonna want my credit card information, and you know, like, I mean, I see the uniform, but what's
See
that?
the ID card hanging on.
Right,
the
I
car.
got, yeah, like, what's that? How much that cost you? About $60 if you got the shirt, you know, like, you know, to get my personal information, you know. Even I mean, this is what I think. You must see a car that's wrapped with a business name on it. I'm like, what's that? Another $40.
Well,
You know.
listen, my thing is I don't like doing business that way. Don't just
Yeah.
come knocking on my door
Right,
thinking you're gonna walk away with me paying you some money.
right.
And I say that in the beginning.
Okay.
And then, you know, when you're in sales, direct sales like that, they teach you how to overcome objections, right? They teach you.
Right.
Well, I understand how you feel, Mr. McCrory. However, we do have, you know, well, yes, I've heard that from many of my customers, and what we've done,
Okay.
right? Those are
Right. Right.
those are responses to objections. That's how you overcome. Those are your rebuttals, right? They teach you that stuff in sales class.
Right.
And my thing is, if you're going to sit there and insist that I go through your entire spiel, then I'll do that. And when you're all finished after 15 minutes, my answer will still be no. But I appreciate you. But I did tell you in the beginning, this is not going to happen.
Yeah. Not here. Not right
Yeah.
here.
Great talking to you.
Right. Right.
And then I go, here's a flyer for church.
There you go. If you're ever in the area, come see us.
You got your story, I got mine. Let me invite you.
Right. So for me, it's the price tag. If it's expensive, I need a resume, a referral, something. If it's a big amount, I can probably take a chance. Oh, Deborah laughed. So yeah, yeah. So what is, like, you okay? Have you made I don't want to say deals or even purchase anything from door to door? Can even like a service, because like a product you can kind of, you feel a little like with the vacuum cleaner, like you feel like, okay, I got something, you know, like it's at least tangible.
Hey, don't
you know?
sleep on the vacuum cleaners though. My Kirby lasted 15
I mean, I
years.
know, I get it.
It would still be here today.
Yeah.
If I didn't get lazy and order the belt.
Okay.
It would still be here today.
Gotcha.
Tell me, my daughter has a Kirby that's like 16 years old.
Right.
I don't know about Electrolux, but the Kirby's last forever.
Oh yeah. No, I co-sign on the Electrolux.
I sold them. I just don't. I never owned one, but I sold Electrolux and I sold the Kirby.
Yeah, they got us.
I was a double agent.
Yeah, you said a double agent. They they got us door to door. They came. They said, "You vacuumed that already? Let me get my Electrolux in.
Let me show you what I can do."
Right. Oh my God! Look at all this dirt. Didn't you just vacuum? And listen. I'm the worst because I was the hype man. Like, you see that, Mom? Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Yeah. They got me. They vacuumed my living room years ago, and I'm like, I want to sell these. Like, I got a trip to Hawaii? Really? Yeah, if I sell 4 of these, I'm going to Hawaii. All right, bet.
Yeah.
That's when I found out I was not a good salesperson. This vacuum picked up all that dirt.
Yeah,
and the price started out at $2,000. I got you down to $700, and you still can't get it. Man, I'm a horrible salesperson. So I got into engineering.
I'm just going to the back room. They said I have a friend who has a no soliciting sign in their yard, and it's still we don't care.
Right now. They're posted in the community. People still come through.
I'm coming through.
Like, did you drive right past the no soliciting sign when you got in here? Did you see that? You did.
That didn't apply to me. They weren't talking about me. It's about the mother folk. Jehovah's Witness folk. That's what that was. That's what that was for.
Yeah, that says no soliciting. I'm providing a service.
Right. That's good. I'm not soliciting. I'm just trying to give you some information. Oh man. All right. So Kaneem, I know that's you. Have you ever done a service or done a product from any door-to-door peoples?
Not I guess professional door-to-door people, but you know, some kids in the neighborhood for landscaping. They
Oh,
going
okay.
door to door. Yeah. So I give them opportunity to see what they can do, you know, and they'll go out there and cut your grass
Right,
and be proud of it.
right,
It,
right.
it looked like boo boo, but you know, you still you still give them that little money though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. There's that sense of obligation. You know, you want to encourage.
You not ready to cut it,
He
but
said
at
it's
least
still a
you
big
got
boo-boo.
effort. But yeah, that's about it, man. I ain't never really did it from the professional folks. And I had AT&T come through my neighborhood.
Okay,
I
yeah, yeah.
had when they was coming out through with that I don't know if y'all remember Uverse and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think they advertise Uverse no more.
Nah, I
Uh,
don't think they do that anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they came through. They had this new fiber that was supposed to be in my neighborhood and stuff like
Right.
that. Who else? The solar company came through,
Okay.
trying to do solar panels. There's a couple other, like you said, them roofers. They come, they do a roof. They'll hit the street real hard with a few people.
Right.
You know, anytime we get like some hail damage, like they got a whole army or shuttle bus. All right, y'all ready? Let's get
You see
out here
that? You
and
see it right
get to
there?
walking.
That's
You
we're
know?
gonna need that fixed right there.
So
We need
yeah,
that
but
fixed.
I've
Like,
never spent a dollar on none with nobody that knocked at my door. I
okay.
had a lot of watchtower folks that came through and asked for donations and stuff. I just sit there and let them speak about it because they usually come in tandem. They don't never walk to your door by themselves.
Right, right.
So you know, you let them do their little spiel, they leave their little pamphlet, and I thank them very much. But then, you know, after they start coming by every weekend because you opened the door the first time, I just like, nah.
You on the list. You answer
Yeah,
the
he on the
door.
list. He opened
Listen,
the door. You know what I'm
he answers
saying?
the door. He's gonna answer.
That's a possibility. How many possibilities y'all got? You know, I'm pretty sure they put the address down,
Right.
make sure they come and check on you. So
Yeah.
You know what I
that's
learned?
not. What's that, brother?
You let them in, and you keep them. You keep them there. You talk for an hour, and then you let them go.
They never
And when
go
they come back, you let them in. You keep them there for an hour. They ain't gonna knock no more. Like
Well,
to me, when I like the greatest part of witnessing, because I love soul winning. I love that kind of outreach.
Yeah.
But I've learned that it's an introduction. It's a seed
Right.
that you plant. You get in and you get out.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't know whether you're planting a seed, whether the seed is being watered, or whether God is getting ready to do it. Did I say watered?
Yeah, you did.
you did.
Or whether God is bringing forth the increase. You know,
Yeah.
some plant, some water, but God bringing forth the increase. So you don't know where you are in that person's walk. But the greatest part about it is you come in, you do what the Bible teaches you to do, and then you go away, and then you expect the best from that situation. But when you come in and you're trying to come into the house and have Bible study, it's not that people don't want Bible study. It's just that they don't know you.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and so that's a very uncomfortable thing. But again, there's an art to ministering the gospel. People don't think that it is, but I'm not getting ready to turn this into something like a Bible study. But with love and kindness have I drawn thee. You know, when you come in the right spirit, you know, I've always welcomed a calm and peaceful spirit. I don't have any issue with that. You know, we can stand. If we're talking about Bible, we can talk about Bible. If you want to challenge me, I'm not wasting my time with you because I don't have to debate the scriptures.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And you get all kinds that come to your door. So I'm always willing to have a conversation with people because I do the same thing.
Right.
If Jehovah's Witnesses are out there, why wouldn't we be out there?
Right.
You know what I mean? I appreciate their effort, their willingness to go. More of us should be like that.
Right.
But I keep them. I keep them. And I wear them out. I'm like, do you really want to have this conversation? Well, what did he say? Really? Where's that? Let's see here. Let me go get my Bible. No, why do you have the watchtower? Why don't you just use your Bible?
Right.
You want to go out and minister to people with something other than the Bible? No, that's the only thing I would challenge you with.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to come and talk to me. Please come from the scripture. Don't come from your weekly newsletter.
Right.
You know, that's it.
Right.
Other than that, I always ask, are you in the 144,000?
Right.
That's what I ask. Are you in the number? Because y'all say only 144,000
44, right.
going. And it's several million of y'all. Are you in the number? Are you living right? How do I know you're living right?
Right.
You wanted the 144.
Right.
I used to do that all the time. And God got me on that one.
Deborah says, I guess you need a sign that says no salesman, and that means you.
Yeah. Or let the dog talk.
Right. Right. Right.
Say hello to my furry friend.
All right. So we talked about side of the road cooking, talked about the repair people, talked about the door-to-door salesman. What about the calls? Have you ever donated or purchased anything from a random phone call?
Yes. I donate
A
to an
random phone
organization
call?
for
Yeah.
blind people making light bulbs.
You donate to blind people.
I bought light bulbs from someone. Yep. Them was the most expensive light bulbs I ever had. Yes, I bought light bulbs. Someone called me, did a cold call, said they represent an organization that, for the most part, were blind people that have been taught to put light bulbs, to make light bulbs, and they're selling the light bulbs to raise money. Yeah, and I bought light bulbs twice, and that happened here in Georgia since I've been here. Yep, my house was lit up with light bulbs that I bought that were made by blind people. I don't know if that's true, but that's what the story is.
I know it's bad because in my mind it was like, is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you was just throwing money out the window on that one. It sounded real nice, but
The house was lit up.
you was feeling real nice that day. Dude. I got about $20. Somebody open that window as we
I don't
drive
remember the
down
name of the
75.
organization. They sent me the light bulbs. I got the light bulbs.
What you call your wife? What you call your wife? Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. Roll down that window.
Throw that. Let's just go and throw that money out there.
Yeah. Hey, blind people making light bulbs. Do you know how? Have you ever watched how it's made?
Well, here's the thing.
It's very complicated.
See, Samantha said I got scammed, but the reality is I got my light bulbs.
You did get the light bulbs.
Yeah.
They lasted.
Right.
They lasted a long time.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so, and I did it twice. I bought them twice.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
But like I said, you feeling good that day, man. And you actually received the product.
Right. That's
Yes.
good.
And the product worked.
Right. That's true. That's true. The
I
backstory
tell you
may
about the
not
time
be
I was
true.
sitting in the barbershop back when I had locks in my hair.
Wow.
Years ago, living in California, and I went to get my hair done, and a guy came in selling laptops.
Oh, that's the saying of being the hustle. Yeah.
Yeah, he had these laptops wrapped up,
So
shrink wrapped. The plastic covering was still on it. I'm like,
yeah.
And I'll talk to the guy who's doing. I'm like, yo, this dude,
Right.
You
You gotta
get
get
here all the time.
You got to get the reference. Is he legit?
Yeah. And like, all right. He said, nah, man, you can get it for $200. $200? Really? In 2005?
Right. Wow.
Or 2003? It was 2003.
Still good.
$200 for a laptop? Brand new laptop? Yeah, I got a couple of them. Let me get one. Got home, told my wife, like, lovely, look, I got this laptop. Open it up. They go that far.
Oh, what is this?
This dude bought a shrink wrap machine, wrapped up some junk, put it in a box, and was out selling it on the street. There was nothing.
Wow.
Boogie, you ain't no. Now Boogie, you know good well, ain't no laptop in that box. Man, he got me, man. He got me good.
Wow.
Yeah, them
Yeah.
barbershops ain't no joke.
I
man.
got like that before, but it was a different product.
When they get you
I'm just like, you went through all that trouble to put something in a box, tape
For
it down,
$200.
shrink wrap it. I'm like, now that's a hustle.
$200.
$200.
Man, well, was it some oregano?
No.
So-
It's flour.
It took me a while to get that one.
It was some flour.
Oh man, you still can use it though.
I-
Definitely will pay for it.
Yeah, I definitely paid for it. But when you do stuff like that, somebody looking for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At least in my neighborhood, somebody looking for you.
Right.
I got a lot of my CDs from the barbershop that way.
Okay.
I don't even see the bootleg man no more.
Oh no, you know, but that's a federal crime now, man. If they want to charge you, my cousin, he got caught selling bootleg DVDs and CDs,
Wow.
and he ended up doing 5 years. Well, he had already did, a few years. He's already a 3-time felon,
Gotcha.
but he was on parole and got caught with that and had to go back and do 5 more years for some bootleg DVD.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Man. That's a hustle you should just leave alone. People usually just let the shop owner get a couple CDs for free and they don't call the police on you.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this was actually a traffic stop. Well, I say it's a traffic stop. He was at the corner store and he was going in the store and he just sold something to somebody and they thought it was drugs. And my cousin actually he kind of told on himself. He's like, I just stole the CD. And then they asked him, did he have any more? And he popped the trunk. He had all kinds of CDs up in there, you know what I'm saying? But him being locked up for so long, he wasn't under the I guess the right frame of mind to know that
This is illegal.
it's illegal. You
I know.
know?
Because you never, you grow up like, who really cares about this?
You
This
gonna
crime?
lock me up for
This
some
the
CD?
crime nobody cares about.
Nobody cares about that, man.
Yeah,
Just
I got some in the trunk. I got like 200 more at the house.
Well, remember the Blockbuster stores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
when selling CDs out of the bag was a real hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had the
Right.
real product.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I
That's just
just got
go
this
down and
blockbuster, bro. This is
You
legit.
cop him real quick.
Yeah.
So they come out. I'm like, I gotta make about 100 copies.
Yeah.
Take them back next week.
Right.
I miss Blockbuster, man. That was an experience.
Right.
Oh yeah, I was a big Blockbuster fan, man. That was a legitimate business right there.
Yeah.
I wasn't a Blockbuster fan because I worked for a competitor
Hollywood.
as a side hustle.
Was
Who's the
What you
competitor?
work for?
Was it a recognized?
I had a full-time job, but on the weekends and some nights I worked at a video store. Where we rented videos,
Oh, okay. Okay.
movies,
Oh,
So-
you was an employee of somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, the one with the.
But it was
curtain in
still a
the back.
side hustle.
Yeah.
Oh no, definitely. It was definitely a side hustle. When I think of the recognized hustle, I'm thinking of somebody who is actually has a business, but they haven't got all the government certifications, or it's not actually something that you can go and possibly, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like scale the business.
Well, I mean, you can scale a
scale
recognized hustle also. It's
Yeah.
just all about the money you put into it.
Yeah.
But if you had something like the people that selling barbecue on the street, they got one grill, they go get another grill, and then they get 2 other people to come out there and work it.
Right.
You
It'll
know what I'm
grow.
saying?
It'll grow. You're right.
They it's a recognized hustle, and they
Right.
have scaled it up. But it's only so far that they can go right there at that one little spot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
But
and then
if they legitimize it and make it
yeah,
a real business, and they
and then
got
honestly they'll get
actual
shut down eventually. Though.
documentation to submit
Yeah.
to somebody that, okay, well, if I had $30,000, I could actually get a brick and mortar building
Right. Yeah.
instead of me, you know what I'm
on
saying,
the side.
covering my grill up with, you know what I'm saying?
But honestly, like stuff like that, you're not going to be allowed to get but so big, because you get too big, your word spread too much. You're gonna get they're gonna come down like, hey, you got a license for this? You're gonna be asked. You're gonna be asked. You know, like
exactly. You got traffic out in the street waiting to get to your grill in this gas station parking lot.
Right.
Somebody gonna be answering the question. You know what I'm saying? Like
somebody gonna get mad. Like, is this dude
and the person that's gonna ask the question is probably gonna be somebody that you putting out of business, or at least taking a little money from their pocket.
That too.
You know? So my Saturday sales going down. I'm gonna report you and that gas station.
It is
you know what I'm
somebody.
saying? But
I
think that hustle side is like when you take advantage of a moment, right? So there's like, okay, you selling masks during the pandemic. Right. You just taking advantage of a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like masks ain't even gonna be what they were during the pandemic. That's
right.
That's
water
to me,
bottles,
that's hustle.
water bottles outside the stadium.
Right. The water boys at the red light or the stop sign.
Yeah, that hustle. Now, if a legit business see your hustle and see there's a market for something,
right?
That's when they come in with the Hollywood divorce. Like I told y'all a long time ago, man, when I was growing up, they had 13 to 15-inch TVs in the back, and that was like something that drug dealers were doing. Now you get that in the minivan. You feel me? So it's that's what they call the Hollywood divorce, when legit corporate America type businesses come and see that there's a market. And oftentimes that's what we do. When we do our hustle, we show people it's a real market for this right here.
Right.
And then they come in with big money, and they come in with the marketing, and they take over our hustles and turn it into a legit business.
That's true.
That's rent to own.
Yes, sir. Let me get that off you. and you can't keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Once the money comes in.
It takes money, man. They got money behind them to put out agents and all this, and you hustling everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying?
What about the rim shop?
Right. Rent a rim.
The only way that we can maintain the power from somebody who tried to pull it is if we stay like with the customization, right? So if Shaniqua is the only one that can do the long fingernails with this type of acrylic, if they can't reproduce, right? That's what they were doing to Lil Richie them. So Lil Richie started to make his music, and he started making it faster. Like, I'm gonna make this music in a way that the white boy cannot perform it. You feel me? So unless we do something like that, and we got the 26-inch rims that spin like a casino blackjack table, like all this kind of stuff we do, because we're super creative. As long as we do that, then they can't keep up with us. But if it's just a regular supply and demand, they might get us.
That's true. Let's get Daisy coming back. We'll give a minute. Yeah, definitely. I hear you on that. It happens a lot. You're right. Because you thinking like, man, we used to make this in the hood all the time. Now this thing has exploded. Like now this is a thing. But what happens though? Like, do we have that kind of shift in conversation a little bit? Do we have that scalable mindset? Or do we just get stuck in the hustle mode?
Wait, say no, bro, because like this, I was even talking about my wife about this the other day. Because I'm talking, and of course we're talking in generalizations. I'm talking about in general, the majority of us who get it taken from us, right? I think it's because they thought on a small scale. Like me and my wife were just talking the other day about how often we don't spend time just imagining a thing working out. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there dreaming about, if this were to go right, where would it be? So when you got your mom and pop down in the hood making breakfast sandwiches or whatever for 15 years successfully, do they think they could be on the scale like McDonald's? Now, of course, McDonald's is huge. They're international. They're global, right?
But they started small too.
They started small. You feel me? And then Kroc came and stole the business and made it he just blew it up, right? Because he had the mindset even above the original founders to say, look, what y'all doing here in Cali, I think we can do this in Russia. Like that's and not to make fun of those guys. I'm telling you, you got to have some faith and some cojones to really think like, man, you know, I could do what I'm doing, and maybe somebody in Russia would like this.
Right.
You know, some artists won't cross over because, you know, I don't understand why somebody in the UK would want to listen to Lil Bootsy from Louisiana. Like it just doesn't seem, you know, you think you're just making music for your block, right?
Right.
So I think some of those who get the business taken or don't take it as far as they can, I think that's what it is. I think they just didn't have the mindset that said, I can scale this. And I think those
I think you have more of that mindset today, E. I think you have to think about why they did what they did back in the day. You know, back in the day was, you know, Lil Susie need a dress for her high school dance.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go bake these pies.
Right.
And hustle up this money. You know, hey, we gotta get the engine pulled in the Lincoln.
Right.
So I'm gonna go fry this chicken for a couple of weeks so we can get this engine pulled. You know, it was always to meet a need.
Right.
I agree.
It was never about strategy and vision for expansion. It was always, oh, we got to come up with this money.
Like,
it was
girl,
always a hustle.
When did the shift take place?
Right? Huh?
Yeah.
When did the shift take place?
You say, when did it take place? I think it's still taking place. Right?
I believe
there are black multimillionaires selling chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There are black multimillionaires washing cars.
Right.
There are black multimillionaires cleaning houses,
Yeah.
cleaning companies.
Right.
Right. There are black multimillionaires who turned a daycare into a legitimate child care organization.
Right.
With multiple locations.
Right.
Right. If you live in Clayton County off I don't know if it's Terra Boulevard, somewhere on that side, over on the Riverdale area, you can get ribs, Keys ribs. And y'all don't even know, that's my homeboy from Kankakee. His family started doing ribs in Kankakee 50 years ago.
Right.
And those are the ribs. If you want ribs in Kankakee, you go to Keys Ribs. And now they in Atlanta. Right. So they're operating in it because some of the children moved to Atlanta 30 years ago and been hustling, selling barbecue, and finally got a brick and mortar. Right. And so now Keys Ribs, I don't know if they're anywhere else. I think they're in Carolina, Illinois, and Georgia. Wow. And I'm saying that's vision from people that I grew up with playing basketball at the park.
And that vision has to be a desire too. There are some people who want to stay small. Right. You feel me? They want to be.
Yeah.
And there are certain people who don't want to take the tax hit. They like a cash business.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But that's for that select few that does dream big, they have to dream it, man. You could have a ministry like TD Jakes if you wanted to go after it. You could have McDonald's if you wanted to go after it. It's I'm just saying that it's a benefit to not thinking that this is just them. Yeah. You know, only McDonald's can do that. Like AD said, they all started small. Right. But I think if you have that mindset, and I'm challenging you when I say this, I'm not saying that I'm not faulting you for it, but it's a slightly defeated mindset to feel like they can do it, but you can't. Yeah. Now, if that's not your desire, then bump it, run your course. I'm with that. There's some stuff I hope I blow up on, and there's some other stuff I hope I stay cool with. Like, don't.
I think I think it's happened more. Like when you're saying, ask us about when did it happen. I feel like more now because you see it, because you've seen it and you witness. Like some people, you like, man, 3 years ago, man, they had about 20 people on their live. They had a few followers. You know, they had that little product. You know, like, and now they showing how. Listen, that's my spot right there in Target. You know, man, I'm going to Walmart. You know, like it's like. Wait a minute. What? Wait, you're going back through the stories like you know, when did you sign this big deal? You know, when did it scale? Like that scalability word, you know, like I'm gonna say probably in the last 15 years heard it more like scaling, scale, you know, taking what you're doing. But I think
that's just because we're more insightful now. We just have more information.
Right.
We can get there faster. You know, the road has already been paved. Right. The Trailblazers have done their job.
Right.
And so we get better.
Yeah.
Each generation gets better.
Shout out to
Just like
YouTube too.
in certain areas we
Right.
get worse, in a lot of areas we get better every generation because we have more information. We've learned.
Yeah.
My father made 20,000. I make 40,000. My
Right.
child will make 100,000. His
Right.
child will make $1 million. Or I may go from my father making 30 or 40,000 to me making $1 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just
Yeah.
it's just the way it is, man. That's why we try to train up our children
Yeah.
so that they can be better, make more, go further. Then we would have a greater impact. So I'm with you, man. I just think it's a relative scenario because for those who are visionaries, they write the vision, they make it plain, and they go get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it still takes that grit and that gut, though. Yeah, they got to want to do it. Like even what you were saying with your son, you can make $1 million and he can make 2, or he can go right back to property because you made his times easier. Because the things that make, like, there's a statistic out about second generation businesses that say 70% of them fail. You know, and I ask myself why. You feel me? I feel like if the game is handed to you, I mean, you just take it and run with it, right? But
you don't have the same hunger if it's been given to you.
I think so. There's there's a 30% that get it and be like, I saw what my mama, daddy, uncle, cousin did to get this, and I got an appreciation. And there's some just like,
Where are Michael Jordan's sons in the NBA?
I knew that
I
was
don't know.
coming. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had a decent career
Yeah.
that any of us would probably brag about, but
Right.
compared to your daddy, it's kind of
right. Right. But I think, it's that, but you said it, Pastor. I think it's that hunger, right? It's that hunger, that's that brick wall, it's that struggle.
Yeah.
When the first generation was pressed, like, yo, I have to do this. Like, I got no other choice right now but sling this chicken that everybody loves.
Yeah.
So this thing is going to help my next generation, and in our mindset, we're like, now I got the big house, I got my kids in here. They don't know struggle. There's no hunger to be successful because it's like, oh, it's right here.
Can you teach
Success
struggle?
is right here, and they have no idea, what struggle is. So
I had to start sharing my financial picture with my children. Let them see,
right.
Like, oh, Dad, you got a lot of money. Got a lot of money. Really? Watch this.
Yeah.
Right.
Bill one.
Watch how when we start subtracting these bills.
Yeah.
Right. See this right here? That's you.
Right.
That's you.
This is what you call
right. Yeah. This you. All this. Yeah. This. So, and then they start adding that up, and then I say, now, how much do you make at your job?
Right.
Right.
How much of this can you handle?
Right.
Oh, wait, don't forget you wanted to buy those Nikes, those Jordans.
Yeah.
Right. And so you start painting the picture. And when you start painting that financial picture about adulthood,
right,
grownish,
right,
yeah,
not curse word.
Right. No, I get it.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
That's where they start developing the hunger.
Right.
Oh, I got to get my act together.
Right.
I got it. Yeah. I can't live in my daddy's house, my mommy's house forever. Right. I got it. Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Right. I got 2 daughters now. Yeah. We're going through it. I got to pay for 2 different apartments on college campuses. And we running through like, this is your budget. But remember, you ain't paying for none of this.
Yeah.
But you living off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. One day, all these bills are in your name.
Right.
What you doing? Right. Yeah. You better get in them books.
Right.
So you could teach hunger.
Yeah. You can teach hunger.
Mm-hmm. I always felt like
the same way you can teach and educate somebody about how good God is. All you got to do is make them think. I want you to think about like this right here. You don't have the power to do that. Only God could do that.
Right.
And either you believe that or not. If you start believing, you be like, oh, wow, God is really something. Right? And if God is all that, don't you think you want a relationship with him? Oh, man, you creating hunger. Right? Yeah. Let them see it. They need to see it so it becomes real. So they, children take less for granted. I mean, I work hard. Like my mom used to send me to the bank to deposit her check. Right. She would have me paying the bills. So like I knew where the money was going. I've been working my whole life. You hear me? Yeah. My entire life, because I learned early on, man, these bills, they got to be paid.
Right.
So, and if they're going to get paid, I got to work. I can't be, and I can't live off borrowing money. I won't have any friends.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Hey, let me get $100, man. I got to pay my light bill. Yeah, okay, I got you. Got you.
Right.
Hey, you think you can help me out again? Wait, what you doing wrong in your house?
Right.
We got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
So you can create a hunger. Go in your kitchen at 2:30 in the afternoon, and ain't nobody had breakfast, and just start cooking. Let the smell hit the air. Oh yeah, they're gonna come around and see what's going on.
It's a right little freeloaders. Right. Indeed. All right. That was good. All right. So listen, guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. Make sure you share. Make sure you join our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. And again, make sure you download the Discord app. We're going to be moving our community over there. We'll still be doing our lives here, but there'll be a lot going on in the Discord community. So make sure you do so, and you'll be already ahead of the game when the link comes out. All right. So again, we appreciate you guys for being a part of all that we do and all that we share. Know that we love you. God loves you more. I want you guys to continue to stay safe. And just as a note, we love our side hustles. You got one, you good. Other than for me, you cooking barbecue on the side of the road. If I know you, I'll stop by. But we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Were you waving or you trying to get my attention?
No, I saw Mama McCoy.
Oh, okay. He said, Discord, is there security good? I think they're all right. I mean, we don't discuss nothing so secure that the whole world can't see. So,
well, get ready. I'm going to start releasing government secrets in a minute.
Right? We don't be sharing all kinds of stuff in there. So, I mean, like I'm going through. So anyway, we appreciate you guys for being here. I mean, Facebook, how secure is Facebook? Anyway, so let's go. We appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of all that we do. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. All right. We out. Appreciate you. Later.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stay